Welcome to day 74 of our BU 365-day challenge to do one thing every day that improves us. Horne-Ellstrom here. And today we're going to talk about, we've been covering the mental area and aspect of our life in the life framework. These are the categories of the life framework that I use to live my life, manage my life, kind of categorize my life so that I can get more done without having to think so hard about it, because thinking is hard. Probably thinking is one of the hardest things we do as human beings. We don't believe that. A lot of times if you do hard work, if you do manual, hard physical work, you think that that's harder than actual thinking. But if you had to think and solve a problem, more people are challenged by that, and more people will move away from that because it's more painful for them than they will a physical labor job. Me included. I like thinking and solving problems and things, but I also like doing physical repetitive things. I know that's weird, and it's weird for me to admit that I like doing repetitive things, but that's why I like manufacturing so much, is you come up with a process and then you repeat that process, find ways to improve it, repeat that process, find ways to improve it. And that is kind of how my brain works. So today we're going to talk about the mental well-being aspect that we're working on, applying the SOAP framework to that we started yesterday. We talked to our imaginary friend, and we talked about the area. I was talking to my imaginary friend George about not feeling good enough, not thinking that I'm good enough, not believing that I'm good enough in certain situations. So we talked through all the situations, not all of them, but a bunch that I could remember from the past that I didn't feel good enough. And then we switched over to, well, how do I want to be? How do I want to show up in the world and feel like I am confident and good enough to tackle anything that comes my way? So I thought about the times, and we talked about the times that I didn't feel good enough. I was a little afraid, but I took action and did it anyway. So that's going to help me today as we use our 10 and 3 tool to come up with at least 10 possible ways to start filling the gap from between where I am, my current situation with feeling not good enough, and where I want to be. Confident and feel good enough and know I got this every time I'm faced with a challenge or a problem or a situation that would normally slow me down. I don't want to be slowed down by even the inkling that I can't figure it out or that I don't know what I'm doing. So today, very cute, granddaughter day. So today our challenge, our task is simple. Just as you go about your day, think about 10 possible ways, as crazy as they might be, that you could start to fill the gap for the item that you're working on for mental well-being. Mine, not good enough. So how do I fill the not good enough gap? How do I get into a new situation, and then what are some ways and some things that I can do to feel good enough, and so I can just start taking action and moving on right away, not wasting any energy or any time on a false belief, an old belief, a belief that popped up when I was a young child and just got reinforced for decades, that let go of parts of it, but obviously haven't let go of the whole thing, or it wouldn't come up every time I do the SOAP framework and a challenge. So 10 and 3 is our tool. Brainstorm 10 things, select and share 3 for your action item today. Then we're going to use those 3 things tomorrow as we get to the A in the SOAP framework, and we're going to analyze and then pick one, select one to take action on. A stands for action, and nothing happens unless we take action. I'll say that dozens and dozens and dozens of times throughout this challenge, because it's one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in my life. We can think about something, we can dream about something, we can identify exactly what we want, we can have it clear in our head, but if all we do is sit around and wish and hope and pray that it happens, the chances of it happening are slim to none. Now, the more we sit around and pray and hope and think about it happening and envision it in our life, the more ideas will come at us until we finally actually do something, take action to move toward that thing. But if we're just going to sit around and never take any action, we just keep poo-pooing the ideas and the options that come to us and never pick one and take a step toward it, we'll just stay stuck in the spot that we're in right now. And not hardly any of us want to do that. So that's our challenge for today. 10 and 3 is the tool, and it's just my way of describing brainstorm 10 things, select 3, and then we're going to move on to the A in our SOAP framework. Any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, have an absolutely awesome day, and I'll be with you tomorrow.